Hi! Sorry, I have flies in my house. What a way to start the video. I am Elena with Angel Messages with Elena, and thank you for joining me. I thought it would be kind of fun. November 5th is a time of a premiere of one of the shows I've been watching for years now, is The Curse of Oak Island. I love mysteries and I love treasure hunts. And so I thought on the day of November 5th during the premiere for doing a reading of The Curse of Oak Island, and what did I find, and is there still treasure on Oak Island? Into the treasure that they're looking for, right? They're looking for Marie Antoinette's jewelry. They're looking for Templar's gold, which would consist of the, I would think it would be the gold-plated plates and cups and other ornate. I don't even know what to say. From the Temple of Solomon, the Ark of the Covenant, which I know the Ark of the Covenant is not on Oak Island. I really believe it's still in Jeremiah's cave underneath where the crucifix was. Other than that, it's just like, what else treasure-wise is on Oak Island, and what did they find? So let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards. I am going to pull a situation and clarity card from the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, and let's go ahead and do that right now. Love these cards. Okay, there's situation, clarity for later. All right, so our situation card, is Aaron Rod. It's time, right? So for me, and it's a number 3 card, so it's about family. Aaron Rod and time. It's like, this is the most important time to do this. It's the most important time to watch the show. So it's like timing is on your side. It's like, it's also tapping into time, and that you can literally change time. You can expand time if you need more time. You can shorten time if you want time to come faster. That's the most amazing thing about using energies. And so here Aaron Rod is saying this is the most important time to do what you need to do to either lengthen or shorten time. Okay, because time is irrelevant. We live in time because we have to in this life, but energetically wise, there is really no timeline. We're, that's from reality to illusion. Is like, time is an illusion. We don't have to live in this time. We don't have to get old and deteriorate. We can be that fountain of youth, and and keep growing, and not get old and get wrinkles and all this stuff. So Aaron Rod, she's I think she's Celtic and the goddess of time. So this is the most important time that you're in here, and to learn all of these things about Curse of the Oak Islands. So I think okay, so the rest of the cards we'll be using the Akashic Tarot with by the twins Sharon Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. And okay, so to know, during the process of this last season, I do believe it's season 6, that they did, and season 5, they did already lose 2 people. They lose I believe it was Craig Tester, his son Drake, and then also Dan Blankenship, who had been on the island for more than 53 years. So my question is there still going to be another death regarding to the curse? And that will be the next one, because I kind of want to know, is there going to be another death? It says, some kind of legend that there would be at least one more death. So this card is the Adsum. It's the 22 cards, and it's about our ancestral community that is around us. So some ways you could say yes, there could be one more death, but it's only energetically wise. I do believe that there is a lot of energy on the Oak Island. I feel it every time I watch it, and it's just like, I'm waiting for them to show me my energies are wrong. And so far my energies have been right, and so now they're kind of been proved right. And but I kind of want to keep, like the community of the energies that are still around there. They said that, what, 17,000 acres was given to the Templars at the time. And it's like, how can you dig for so long? Because we don't know how many people there is, but we do know that there was a community, and that's what the assume is. And it's like this gentleman over here on the right side is like bringing in more information, bringing in more. So I don't think there's going to be another literal death, because it's like the community has been made for a reason, for this manifestation. I really don't see any more protection of this, and I kind of wish that the Laginas and the rest of their group and company would ask permission from the divine and from these angels and spirits, to help them locate it, because I believe they would be able to find something out there. All right. Well, and then we also have the pixies and the fairies up here, there and there. So that, there is other entities out there that are helping, and we're going to see more of these pixies and fairies start to really manifest and show themselves. All right. Oh, and then this is like an angel on my shoulder, this one. So it's like the guardian angel, or the angel that feeds information. So there's a lot of information to this community that is happening. All right, the next question is, what did they find out there that's so exciting? I kind of want to say it's led into the discovery of this ship. So I want to kind of see what the angels will say. And this is, the muse. All right, so the muse. The muse is one of a inspiration from someone that we love or someone that we admire. I can kind of see like Dan Blankenship as being the muse, and it's like, going to keep, there's nobody else to back up information other than Dave. And because a lot of the elders are past, who have been part of this treasure hunt and part of the mysteries and part of the knowledge behind it all. So it's just like there's a muse that's going on, the muse that's playing the music and instrumental into helping find this, all of this treasure. So what else is out there? Oh, see, there's the boat. I was wondering if that one would come up for the boat. But yeah, this one is called Setting Your Course. And so it's like, I kind of really believe that they found the treasure, and maybe some on this boat. Because can you imagine stripping everything off a boat in a short amount of time and then sinking it into the swamp island? Because, it's 2 islands, and that they filled it all in together. That I knew right away. It kind of made it almost like a figure 8 in some aspects, even though it's not a perfect figure 8. It's kind of like the joining into the 8 in the bottom of the 8. So it's just kind of like in the center of it all. I think in the center is like almost a discovery, because it went to the money pit, which was way south, but in the center is like, it's the source of it all, right? The source that helps them find more things. Maybe there's a map on there. Maybe there's a like a safe that was put on there and they sunk it. Who knows? All right. So, so it's like, finding this discovery and bringing up the ship, and maybe there's those treasures. It's like there's the ascent. It's just like top of the world. Now, we did not see anything in the news, because, what we're seeing now actually happened, like 4 to 6 months ago, and we're just now seeing it on TV. So it's just like there's an ascent, and it's like the top of the game. It's just like all this information and all of this hard work and all this money invested has brought this whole company, the Lagina company to the top, to a high ranking top. So it has to be something that is significant. I mean, yeah, and I want to say a Spanish galleon that was found, because know that the Templars, when they were disbanded, they were also brought into Portugal, and a new form of Templars were, convening, and there were tens of thousands of them throughout Portugal. So there's Portuguese who are Templars. Now, I do believe Freemason and Templars are the same thing, because a lot of their emblems and symbolisms are the same, and the meanings are all really significant. I want to say the Freemasons were probably to be put in, like, in the middle, because they're the workers. They're the ones that made the forts and made these towers and made these caves, and went to hide them, because there's also Templars that were in Judah as well. But yeah, all right. So this card has been popping up a lot in my readings. Is the summer winter? So in the November, it comes up, and so it's like summer is really significant for things are growing, right? Treasures are growing. It's like we're finding more treasure. And then we come into the winter part. The winter is like the stall, and it's like the stop. And because it's on the bottom, it's like things are stalled until like one thing significant was found to bring more energy and more life back into the hunt. Number 5 is about water. So I kind of like that water. The swamp, that is all water. But how the pit keeps filling up with water, because they don't know where to find that one tunnel that shuts that off because of the booby trap. So yeah, so we got lots of water that is going on in this. All right, our next card is the increscent moon. This is the increscent moon, is what we're in now. It is the waxing of the moon, and this is like there's a life that is, and it's fun and it's flirty. I think too, when you talk about treasures, and it's like I'll give you so many different clues, and to see if I can get you to stop hunting for the treasure. That's how I kind of think of it, kind of being flirty and fun, even though it could be very frustrating. But for the person who made the clues, it's just like, well, we'll see if they can find it then. There's so many clues, like in the Bible, that the Bible has been written for thousands of years, but definitely in the last 500 years, it's been written in the King James Version and then other different versions. But there's clues that if you didn't look into the reflection of it all, the deeper meaning of it all, it's like putting the clues together to make that picture that you can see on the, it's like it's on the surface, but it's below the surface. You're reading the words, but you're not getting the deeper meaning. And I think there will be like a breakthrough that they're finally understanding what the meanings are. And that different meanings means different things, right? Because that one word that they were looking for meant something else. All right. So this is the artisan, right? That's what the artisan is, the puzzler maker, who makes the treasure maps, who hid the treasure, who's the orchestration of everything, of hiding something for hundreds of years before anybody else can find it. And there's a sculpture that he's working on of clay. I love that, because it's like everything is based off clay, because clay is like the concrete of the time. It keeps water from going through different levels. But once you break that clay, then you can't stop the water, and you can't stop the air process. And so they would make the clay and have the layers of stone to keep whatever was beyond that protected from what? Air and water, and for deterioration. So because a lot of that is broke, I mean, are you really going to find a lot of things that are going to be intact? If it's books, paper, it does over time disintegrate. So, it's like, what are they going to really find in the money pit or even on that boat? Things that doesn't disintegrate over time is like leather. It takes a lot longer to do. Anything that's metal or lead. And what they have already found in coins and the lead cross, which is very significant, led back to the Templars. So here's another card. Oh, intricacies in industry. All right, so I kind of see this like you spent some money in building, but like it's not all. The Twin Tower is not even close to being done. It's kind of like San Javier. They have 2 towers, but 1 tower is not even done. It's like spending all that time and money, and it's like when you spend so much money, you hope that the energies will bring that money back to you, or that you spend that money for this hunt, that this hunt is going to release all of this extra money, because we do have the Laguna team like top of the world. It's like being put to the top, not only for the spending efforts, their compassion for the people that they're working with, and how to gain knowledge, and the storyteller that has made this show really popular amongst all of us little people out here. So yeah, and this man is building the foundation for something else. It's like another portion of the hunt. So that could be going off into the going back to the swamp, and finding the treasure there. So the next question is there really gold? Is there gold there? Not in the energies of gold, because energies, you can tap into energies of what was there in the past. So I want to tap into the energies of the near past, right? Because this is a couple of months, but what we're going to see into this season on Oak Island, is there gold there? So this card is like it's caught in the ruins. It's like caught. It's like energies that are stuck. So if it's caught, then there's there's gold there. It's caught. It's stuck. It didn't move anywhere. So yeah, I really believe that there is gold still out there. It's caught. It's imprisoned. It's it didn't say it was stolen or if it was moved away. This is very specific. It's caught. So it's stuck. How the treasure maker made it that nobody can steal this gold because it's caught, right? It's stuck. It's stuck in mud. All right. So now we have the initiation of the Count Saint Germain. So this is initiation is a special ceremony that people will do to be in the process. So the initiations of the Templars, the Freemasons, into the like the Kappa Gamma House or whatever in college. There's an initiation process to see, can you pass these tests? So it's just like everybody who's been on this treasure hunt is all an initiation process to pass the test, and are you going to see it through the conclusion, right? And from beginning to end. And to know that the Saint Germain that I know of the child who was kind, who was deformed, who spent time in the barn, lived in the barn, took care of the sheep, always went to church, and went back to take care of her sheep, eventually won over her stepmom, and when her body died, she still healed people. That's the kind of Germain that I see here, is that she still, like through the sainthood, from her inflection, stayed pure and was able to heal people. And it's just kind of like, when you stay your course and you see it to conclusion, it's like other people are really going to, I don't know if they'll actually be healed from it, but there is a lot of healing that is been happening through all of the relationships that the Lagunas and their companies had made, and closure and made amends, and forgiveness. And I just love to see the love moving of compassion and love that is in action on there. So yeah, this is the testing process of all of the relationships of all of these people who are coming into this beautiful conclusion, and I see great rewards from it. Right, and then here we have Archangel Raphael, who is the angel of healing, the healer, and he holds an emerald. An emerald is very protective. It's very green, and it's love chakra. It's love. You have to have love to come through you into the solar plexus to be the healer, and it's just kind of like you going below and looking like below the waters, and finding the rewards. They're finding through the roots and through the past that is coming in and bringing into our present, into the future, and it's going to be a great reward. So I really see this one's to flip. I really see a lot of rewards from it. So this is the King of Forces. It is again a man, a divine masculine, that is tangible, physical, you could touch. Okay, so something that they can touch is energy, is an energy source that brings in knowing how to talk to animals, who could be one with animals and nature and the cosmos and spiritual energies. Gold in itself is about purity, and it's the path of man and women who go on their path to find gold, to become gold, become incarnate into this perfect person. So that in the end, for men and women, mankind, that is our reward. And so, when they find this gold, that would be the reward that this group will get, but we'll also get that reward too. Gold, like the streets are inlaid with gold in heaven, because we can have heaven on earth. All right, so this is our last card, and is the Queen of Scrolls. So Queen, I see her more as goddess, and the goddess that brings in all the knowledge. And I love how pure she is. There's gold temple behind her, and it's just like, she's following the map. She's whispering how to find the gold, whispering how to find these treasures, and that we're following her map. I think that's very beautiful, because the symbolism of like gold and silver is the goddess journey. Gold is mankind. So her journey has been through the silver, who she also has become not only silver but gold, because she is also a woman. And she whispers, and she's in everything. And all we had to do was listen and to receive it. Very beautiful message. So take time. I hope, maybe the time that they had to wait before they started the new season, that they could actually listen to the intuition and the gut feelings and the epiphanies, and putting things together through the knowledge and through the books and the history and, journals and diaries, that, they were able to find. I want to say they find the back door, because some of the trailers have kind of led to that they found the back door and knows how to keep the water from coming in, and to finally get into where the treasure is, the treasure chamber. So how beautiful is that? All right, so our clarity card, good fortune. This is Goddess Lakshmi. So the conclusion of it all is that there's fortune, that they are making a fortune, or they will be making a fortune. And this is in the present right now, that there is gold, and there's a lot of it. This is goodwill and fortune, money, good luck. It's also the number 27, which is 9, is completion. Wow. Is this the completion of Oak Island this season? It didn't really say this is the end, because otherwise I think it would lead into speculation, but what if this is the end and they did find it finally, right? And it's all documented. I can't wait to go to Nova Scotia. I would love to see the Oak Island. Oak means strength. It's like our inner strength and our confidence, and how an oak tree is made out of a hardwood. It takes a lot for that tree to just, like fall over. And I've known about, living in Arizona and watering trees, is that you want to water trees every few days, and a lot of it every couple of days. And then on the days that are not so much is, not to give them any. Because the thing is about their roots is that if they get roots and they get a lot of water that seep way down, okay, so here's your roots, that water goes way down into the roots. It goes underneath the root system, and they have the water to drink from. But if you keep water dripping on the top, then their roots will go like this, and the roots will stay on the surface, and that's when the tree will fall over. But if you keep their, lots of water so that the roots go deep, then they'll go deep, and then they will, stay standing even in the wind because their roots are really deep. So that's how I feel about when we go through the process of drought times, that there's times that we get so much blessings, and so, and it's like water to us, and we sink it in. We get so many blessings at one time. Our root system is not strong. But when we get them sporadically every, couple of years, or every couple of months, or every couple of days, then we feel more blessed, and our root systems goes deep into what we believe is true. So kind of remember that when you're going through your journey, that, this good fortune is here, and it's not just for Oak Island. I mean, this is definitely a message for all of us that we can keep going forward. So one day I hope to meet the team of the Curse of Oak Island, and I would love to do a personal reading for you at the Star of Destiny on Etsy.com. So I'll have a link for that for you to follow me there. Also follow me here on YouTube. Click the like link and click all so that you get all of my videos when I upload them. Share it, because I love talking about, how we can improve our environment, improve ourselves. And I do divine transformational coaching as well. So thank you for following me and leaving me comments. I love your comments. So thank you for being part of my family, and we'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.